Hi, my name is Paulina Barbier. I'm a student in PCC, currently developing a major in psychology, and I'm taking this speech class. Today, I'll be approaching dysfunctional families, mostly focusing on dysfunctional parenting. Um, have you ever had a relationship with someone that makes you think what kind of parenting they had? Often, often parents affect their child's behavior by their lack of knowledge or confidence while educating them. Incompetent parenting may lead to a child becoming an incompetent adult, which is something that we always deal with, like this incompetent adults that seem to be having like a child brain or like a child behavior at the time. Um, so when it comes to dysfunctional parenting, the topics that I'll be focusing on is lack of empathy, poor communication, some parents wanting to control their kids, or like their extreme perfectionism, where a lot of kids mostly deal with that with their parents. They're always focusing on like meeting their parents' expectations instead of their own. Another thing that is really important is the common characteristics with dysfunctional parents, which like these are some of them, but it's also about some of them about abuse or like the poor bad habits with communicating, either not only with children but also with their own families, and that's where like leading by example doesn't work well. um, so my first main point would be the lack of knowledge and confidence. As Sorry, give me a second. Okay. When reading some of the articles, some said that like lack of knowledge is one of the main factors of dysfunctional parenting. However, it doesn't really always lead to like lack of knowledge, is more related to lack of confidence. So it expressed that lack of confidence is a lot more, it affects a lot more when it comes to dysfunctional parenting. But those two are related. So if you have more knowledge, then you'll have more confidence when teaching your kids or what like just educating them as a whole. My second main point would be the common characteristics with dysfunctional parents, which is like I just posted this pictures of like poor parenting and like bad behaviors, but also like we have the development domains, which are social, emotional needs, cognitive needs, physical, and language. These are really important solutions to dysfunction, not only to dysfunctional parenting, but you would like to learn those. And that's what it's called, like get knowledge of child development before even raising your own children, right? So you want to meet their social and emotional needs and the standards of that, which is like letting them express, letting them have their own opinion, their self-control, how to communicate with you, making their opinion worth. And then we got the cognitive, which is like their critical thinking. You, as a parent, you need to let them play so they can develop all of this and not like control them. Because mostly like where I posted this picture of like this, oh, sorry. Well, this one, just of like we're sometimes teaching them to like, not me, because I don't have kids, but like parents, like mimic your actions instead of actually let them explore and then be free and innovate. Mm. And then all of these is really important because their brain, the first 5 years of your child, that's when their brain develop, and not letting them play or not letting them develop this might even affect on their brain on an architectural structure, like where its brain actually looks different from another child's that actually had the opportunities to develop correctly. Okay, when it comes to physical, it is important that you let them play outside, you let them discover all of this. This relates a lot to like perfectionist parents, where they would like want them to do this or that, or like, oh my God, don't go outside, don't play with a lot of like, dirty, this can get you dirty, or like you can get sick by touching this, and then they don't actually develop on their physical needs. Or we even have parents that don't really take care of their kids health, where they neglect their health and not take them to the doctor, and then something else can develop, not only just like they're like, they have this cough forever, but like actually like physical and mental. That's like a physical and mental abuse whenever you neglect that your child is not having the correct health. And then when it comes to language, we have like the effective way of communicating, not only like how to, but like what type of language you want to use. When it comes to different cultures, you want to use different language. All of these you actually, as a parent, can help whenever you understand diversity, and how to let your kid go into a different school where like there's diverse, there's like all this teaching, and it's not only like just telling them, oh, you should get along with this person or not, but just the fact that you're actually letting them get along with them, just like not even telling them, like it's just happening. That's what you should do as a parent. You should just let it happen, not saying that you should let your kid fall all the time, but just let things happen so they can actually learn from experience and know how to explore without getting told what's going to happen. This way they'll never feel what is like the consequences of their actions. And then as a conclusion, I would say that we have a lot of information out there for child development, and it's actually irresponsible nowadays, in my opinion, for a parent not to not to get informed and not to get this knowledge before even having their kids, or while having their kids, because they should do this in a constant rhythm, like constantly. I feel it's really important to do this, and also it's really accessible nowadays, where like you go on the internet, there's like cool websites for this, and next to this I'll be showing my PSA, where like it shows an actually like scholarly, well approved website to look into. So it is our responsibility to gain knowledge and confidence to help our children. So I put, parents, help yourselves to help children. And then I got this, but I don't, sorry. Oh, this thing is saying it's running out of time, but this just lasts for like a bit. Give me a second. Do you know how I can play it on big? Okay. You know what? I'll just play it from my downloads because it's not showing.
Okay.
Correctly. I thought it would let me do the widescreen option, but seems like it's not. Oh, that's why. Because I have two screens, you see, I have to look everywhere. Okay, I have it here. Okay. Ah. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. It was pretty quick, but this is a website that is really good for child development, the NAEYC. I'm sure you heard about it, Casey, the professor, not my parents, but like but now you all know that this is like one of the good websites to look into when it comes to child education. And yeah, I have my works cited here, but I'll be sending that to you. Oh, you can't really see it. You see? Okay. So, got my works cited there, and then just a thanks to everyone. And I'm sorry about my nervous breakdown, but thank you.
Yay, you did it.
Yeah, finally.
You did it. Let me stop the recording.